Pay attention, please. Anyone who contracts the disease must spend 7 days in quarantine. And after 7 days, they must be checked. And if the disease has passed, they are to be readmitted to the community. If they are not clear, the lockdown must be extended a further 7 days. Does this sound like a government gazette for COVID-19? Well, actually, it's straight out of this week's double Torah portion, tzara'at, which gives us the details of a terrible skin disease called tzara'at. Now, like coronavirus, tzara'at affected everybody, from the average Israelite to the top tiers of the leadership of the Jewish people. And not only did it impact the one who got sick, it impacted the whole community. We see a telling case when Miriam is afflicted with tzara'at, and the whole community of Israel cannot move forward until she is healed. The most famous healing prayer of the whole Torah is uttered by her brother Moses, asking God, El na rafana la, just 5 words, but so moving. Please, God, will you heal her? Moses pleads. This is a model for the world today, because everybody is affected by this disease, and the community cannot move forward until all are safe. Just as we learn from the Torah, in the case of Miriam, it says, Va'am lo nasa ad he'asaf Miriam. The people could not march on again until Miriam had been readmitted. What do we think about the world beyond COVID-19? Are we imagining that everything will return to normal? I want to suggest that not only will it not, but even that we need to work to make sure that it doesn't. Because as much as we miss the freedom of movement that we used to take for granted, the harsh reality is that the world before lockdown was not perfect and not even moving speedily in the direction that we would want it to. Growing financial inequalities, religious and racial intolerance, abuse of the environment meant that the world was divided and separated as much now as it has ever been. Can any community move forward when not everybody is in? When someone, even one person, has been set outside? As progressive Jews, we have always fought for any Jew who has been marginalized in our own community. And in the greater society, we have fought for social justice causes that bring people in, not out. What we have learned through this crisis is in a real and shocking way what it means to be shut away, to fear your neighbor's touch. This is a call to those of us who are inside, to be aware of those who are outside. Who is outside our camp? Who has been left behind? What can we do about this? Well, right now, what we can do is we can join our local community action networks that have been set up in our neighborhoods to make a difference in our communities. On the bigger picture, we can start to think and talk together, as many are doing right now, about what needs to change before we emerge from this lockdown, so that we can emerge from this a little bit freer, a little bit kinder, a little bit more connected, and a little bit more inclusive than we were when we entered. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.